Hi, I'm Stacey Nurse and I'm the founder and principal of Roseman's Vocal and Performance Academy. I'm also the CEO of Rose Petals Productions Limited. So yeah. Well, Roseman started about 2 years ago. It was really just a passion of mine. I've always been a performer. I've always loved performing. And I decided to start a school that really not only trains young person in different areas of performance, but also create platforms for them. And when we launched in May 2014, we started off a program called the Artist Development Program, which was really just to kind of bring a lot of up-and-coming artists together and train them in just, not only vocals, but also acting, law of contract of performance, so they know the business side of things. And we've progressed, we've moved on, and we've moved forward to our youth artistic program, which is for kids between the ages of 6 and 17 years old. And it's really just sort of like a simplified version of the Artist Development Program. So they have the same training of theater and vocals, interview skills, promotions, and stuff like that. So it's a very, very intense but very holistic type of training for young persons. Now, I've seen some of my kids, and I call them my kids, they come to me and they're sometimes shy. They won't be, they won't do anything in front of a camera or even in front of a class. And then 2-3 months later on, they're like little divas, and have so much swag, as they say, the guys. I remember one time, particularly a little girl, she came to me and, she was crying when I asked her to do stuff in front of, the class. And then we had a recital recently and she had a lead role. And she just, she nailed it. So it was worth it. I started when I was about 3 years old, around the house. I remember my grandmother always told me, I would be running around the house with a hairbrush, singing all the commercials on radio, and they had to listen to me and had to applaud after I performed. So performing was always part of me. And when my mom saw that, when I was about 5, she got me into a music school called Pam Piper's Music School, and then Carol LaChapelle Creative Workshop, and they were my inspiration for this school as well, because they merged, vocals and theater and dancing. It was like a mini Broadway, at the age of 6-7 years old, performing on stage. And that's kind of really what drew me to performing arts. And then I continued to study with people like Sterling Gittins, and then when I went to USC, I did a minor in music as well, and just continued. Of course, I did the academics because sometimes that is what is required, So I did psychology, I was pre-med, but I wasn't passionate about what I was doing, As much as they were great fields, it wasn't my heart, So that's when I got the opportunity to teach, I went for it. And then 2 years later, I started my school. People always ask me that question, why am I not on stage more? I kind of just love being a teacher. I sang my whole life, I performed my whole life, really. And then when I just got a taste of teaching, that became my thing. That's what got me excited. However, I think for the sake of my students particularly, I started back performing on stage recently with Robert Noel, Blackbird. And I'm definitely going to be more on stage recently. Even for our recital, I sang with some of the kids. I'm very much open to performing again, for sure. Well, we just came off of our recital, and we're developing a TV series, obviously for kids, and we're looking into our Christmas production already. So we're just prepping for that, a very original piece that we're going to be doing musical. So the kids, you're going to be seeing the kids in their full glory, singing, dancing, acting, and so forth. So there's a lot of things in store for Roseman's, and definitely we want you to be part of it. Yeah. OMG moment. I think with kids there's always OMG moments, so I have a lot. I think when I first started the school though, I remember my cousin telling me, your first year is going to be the hardest. And I said, what? That's not true. You probably weren't doing it right before, right? But when I got into it, I was like, oh, now I understand what he meant. But I think that, like I said, seeing the process of my kids, when they first come and they're shy, and then 2 months later they're on a stage and they're performing and they're doing their thing, it's just worth all the challenges. And I'm always, I don't know, even though, it happens a lot, I'm still just like proud and shocked when it does, because it's like just to see them emerge into the performer that they want to become is just amazing to me. So I'm Stacey Nurse, and I'm inviting you to check out Roseman's Vocal and Performance Academy on our Facebook page, even our YouTube channel, because we've done a lot of music videos, we've done Christmas specials, so you could be well entertained. So go check it out and connect with us, and I'll see you soon. Bye.